Hi all, welcome back to Learn News. Today's tutorial is about Docker. That is what is Docker and how particularly Docker works, and the working principle behind the Docker engine and all. Not in a details fashion, but in brief, very brief. And also I will show you how to containerize a Spring Boot application with the help of Docker and run the same. Let us quickly come on to certain tabs that I have opened actually for you. As per internet, what is Docker? It's a set of platform as a service product that uses OS level virtualization to deliver software in packages called containers. So what are containers? They are isolated containers. As per this one, the documentation from Docker, a container is a standard unit of software that packages up code and all its dependencies so that the application may run quickly and reliably from one computing environment to another. So basically, if you see the entire structure, that the existing uh, pre-existing hypervisor, if uh, if it's used and where the VMs are installed separately, it's not like that. Where here basically in the infrastructure on the under and the above the host operating system, there lies the Docker engine. Here, this is the Docker engine, and in the Docker engine there are numerous containers. As per the image, you can see 6 containers are there, right? App A to F. So here each and every container contains an application, and those application along with all its dependencies, bin, libraries, files are already present inside this container, and so it is providing an OS level virtualization. Fine. And they also have definitive ports where you can that can be exposed to the host ports and all, right? So what other features that Docker is providing is Docker desktop, where in your local you can install a Docker engine, and there you can undergo containerized operation, and you can run your applications up properly. And another thing is like Docker Hub, where it's a cloud based application registry, rather it's like a repository where you can store different repository, different images can be stored. And along with that, there is a play with Docker facilities where you can, it's a cloud based environment where you can try out different playouts for Docker, where the images will be pulled from Docker Hub in that case. So what we are going to deal with today is only the Docker desktop. So let us come quickly to IntelliJ over here, where I have prepared a Spring Boot application exposing a REST API endpoint, which is hello. Okay, so if we hit hello, we are going to get this message, hello. I have already compiled it, and I have generated the war file even over here. This is the jar file. Okay, now what new thing that you are noticing over here is this fellow over here, Docker file, and what's inside it is from OpenJDK 8 JDK Alpine. This is actually referring to one of the libraries of a Docker container. Okay, of a Docker container, one of the libraries, OpenJDK libraries. And what we are doing is, as an argument, we are finding out the corresponding jar files that is present inside the target. And then we are copying that file as app.jar. We are copying that jar file as app.jar, and then we are executing this entry point command, where we are actually, by simply what we are doing is java space -jar space app.jar. So we are basically running with the help of Java this jar file. So let us quickly come over here. So here you can see that these are the various commands that Docker has provided. So first of all, what we have to do is, here, this is the after installing the Docker desktop, you will find this icon over here. Or sometimes I have actually disabled the auto start Docker. I have just started it, and so whenever you will restart your machine, the Docker engine will automatically get started up, but I have disabled that. But here you can find out that if I open, this is the a well symbol is there over the below in the taskbar. Well symbol is there. If you right click on that, you will find different options. Okay, so once you open this dashboard, you will be able to see the status of different images, whether they are running or not. So no containers are running. So you might ask me a question that what are images and what are containers? Containers are basically static images, while images are known as running containers. So definition of containers that we have got it from the internet, right? So you can figure out the images definition. They are basically running containers which are in operating state currently. So currently no images are being. So let me do what? Let me execute it. So I will be first of all building that with the help of that Docker file. This Docker file is there. You have to go to that particular directory and there you have to insert it. Docker build -t and a name dot. So what does this command does? This command basically does is that it's building the Docker file, it's building an image or containerizing it. Simply, it is creating a container. Docker build. T stand for tag over here, or basically a name. So let me just the name that I have provided is Spring Boot Docker demo, and let me run it. It will take some time. So it's throwing me a warning since I'm running this one in a Windows environment, so that won't be a problem for you guys. And as you can see that 4 lines are there and 4 steps basically. So 4 steps are being executed one after the other and successfully built and successfully tagged it. So a tag is also created. So in my next tutorial I will be telling you that what's the concept of tag and how to push your particular image to Docker Hub. That one we will discuss later. So after that, once the containerization is done, what we have to do is we have to run it. Let me explain you the second command. Docker run -p or -p. Let me do one thing, or -dp. There are two modes actually. One is an interactive mode I, another is a detached mode D. So once you give if I provide here IP, then means interactive mode. Let me tell you one thing. P stands for port. So we are mapping the port over here where 8080 port is the container port, and we are connecting that container port to 8080 port of the host. That means my local machine. Correct? And here P here stands for port, while D stands for detached mode, where you are not entering into the container. The control is not going inside the container, or you are running it in the background process as a background process. Whereas interactive mode is like you are entering into the container, seeing that what all the features are happening inside the container. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this one. Docker run dp, and an ID will get generated and my application will be up. The image is running basically. So let me run a command docker images, and you will see that there are multiple images that are present. There are previously other images are also there, and you will find my image over here. My image is present over here. Okay, since I have built that image few minutes back and about an hour back, so I have rebuilt it, so it will not show anything like that, so it's already present. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me clear the console now. Docker yes, it gives me all the processes that are running. So you will find that this is the container that is running with the command java -jar this 58 seconds ago. Okay, and this is the protocol, TCP protocol, that is being used, and a random name will be provided each time and the image is run. Okay, a container is run or an image is in the running state, you will find a random name each and every time. Let's go to the console over here. You will find that friendly board is running over here, and in this dashboard you will be able to control it with use UI that has been implemented over here. You can stop it, you can delete it, or you can open a CLI correspondingly. But what I will do now is I will open the local host to port 8080 and I will click hello, and you will be able to see that hello is being displayed over here, which was as expected. Cool. So now let me do what? Let me kill the process. Let me do one thing. Let me stop the image. So how can I do that? The command is very simple. Docker stop, and the container ID I have to use. I have stopped it. So once you will be able to see here that it has been stopped, exited. Now what? Now if I want to delete it, docker remove -f. Now if I run it like docker ps, you will see no containers, but images will be stored in my local, but no containers will be there, right? So, and if I click it, the local host, you will get no response, right? And let us also check over here, no containers running. So it's quite simple, quite easy enough to deal with docker image virtualization at OS level, and it's easy. I hope you liked the tutorial. Hope it was informative one, and I will be looking forward to more subscription. Please place the bell icon for my latest videos any if I upload, and encourage me so that I can come up with new ideas and new videos, more exciting ones. Hope you're liking Learn News. Thank you. Thanks for watching Learn News.